everybody, it's Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Thank you for stopping in for another story time. Today we'll be reading poems from Thunder Underground, written by Jane Yolen, illustrated by Josie Moss. And before we start that, I am going to show you where I'm reading the stories from. Now, can you guess where I am? If you said basement, or if you said cellar, that's correct. I am reading from a basement. Because what else or where better to read such a book as Thunder Underground, dedicated to all things beneath us. So, the first poem is Thunder Underground. Okay. Thunder underground. That's the sound beetles make when walking round. Squeaky like a creaky door. Clicking, clacking, muffled roar. Beetles on the underfloor. Scritch, scratch, scrunch. That's the crunch. Beetles eating beetle lunch. All roots, no punch. And what do you see? Yes, we see, when beetles, you see the beetles when they come, from under the ground, but do you know what they're doing beneath it? Right, a whole lot of digging. Exactly. And look at that network of ins and outs and pathways. What else lives underground? If you said ants, yes. Worms, absolutely. So much underneath the grass that we walk on. Gives you a whole new perspective, meaning a whole new outlook. The earth has a lot of things going on. So it's not just us walking around and doing things. It's also the things that are going zoom in the dark. Such as, hey, the subway. I like the sound the subway makes deep in its underground den. I like the growling as it goes from street to street. And then I like the squeak its iron wheels make coming round again. I like the flickering lights below that make the night light day. I like the rumbling, jumbling cars along the long railway. I only wish that I could ride the subway trains all day. Okay. Have you ever ridden a subway? Have you heard a subway? Have you heard a noise under your feet as you walked along sidewalks in the city and you heard horns, and even felt it, saw like sudden gust of wind, and something flies up because the subway is rushing past? Absolutely. That all happens where subways are. And look at all the people underneath. And forget just even the people that are riding. We have people who are helping you, maybe taking tickets, maybe keeping the platform safe. Folks who are actually driving the subway so that it can stay accident free. It's a lot happening, right? Much, much more than we think. Now I love this one. Notes from some old fossils. Buried at sea, set me free. Long bogged down in mud I drowned. Volcanic plunder way down under. Oh, there's a whole story, right? And what are those underneath? If you said fossils, absolutely. Right? If you said old dinosaur bones, that's what they are. Have you seen movies or have ever discussed in school, read books about women and men with shovels and they dig deep in the earth to find all kinds of hidden stories? Because that's what these are. They tell us who was here even before we got here. Like we said, the earth has a lot of stories, right? Absolutely. And now, this one is called Understood. So now you know, you found, you care what lies beneath us everywhere. Roots and rootlings, beetles, moles, rivers rushing through deep holes, seeds and cellars, subways, caves, fossils, magna, treasure, graves. But mostly there's Earth's fresh green heart with underroots, its secret part, where we all end and where we all start. Now, this is the final poem in the book, but this is not the final poem I want to share. The last one is called, Where Are We At? Under the House. Here is a cellar, a basement, a clutter, a helter-skelter, a maze, cables and pipes, the basic foundation, a storage, a story, the oldest page. Read house history in the under. Use imagination. Wonder. And check out our friends. Now, do you have a house that has a basement or a cellar underneath? Or have you ever been to a house with a basement or cellar underneath? And what kind of things do you see or have you seen? Right, old things, new things, things you don't know about, things that are still being used, broken things. Maybe the floor is done, maybe it's not. Maybe like I can look up and see nails hanging out the ceiling. Maybe you can see the wood and ropes all across the top, beams that are showing. You do your laundry down there? Do you like going down there? I know, some corners, absolutely not. Sometimes in the daytime you're good. Sometimes at night, not at all. I feel the same way. But this is just to let you know that there is so much in our world, right where we walk and underneath, beneath our feet. Once again, the book is called Thunder Underground, written by Jane Yolen, illustrated by Josie Moss. I want to thank you so much for stopping in for another story time. I hope that you check out the life beneath your feet as you walk along, pick up a rock, see what's under there. Have fun and explore. And until we read again, this is Miss T. Wishing you the best, stay safe, and keep reading. Bye for now.